where do you see yourself in Web3 in the next 6 to 12 months? And then where do you see yourself in Web3 in the next 5 to 10 years?
Yeah. Say 6 to 12 months within Web3, we see ourselves as a partner with, a couple of different automotive manufacturers and, essentially, having kind of the exclusive rights of minting all of their NFTs for them to their customers. So I think in the short term, kind of that 6 to 12 months is kind of where we see ourselves in Web3, kind of being kind of that premier provider of those digital automotive assets. But say, the 6 to 10 years from now in Web3, sky's the limit, right? I mean, you never really know. Who knows what the Helix automotive brand could be? It could go from being a digital vehicle to now being a physical vehicle, built on blockchain. You never really know in this industry with Web3, and you certainly never really know with automotive. But I think there's a lot of huge opportunity as vehicles are now becoming way more digital. You think about a gas-powered vehicle, it takes, I think, roughly 1.5 million lines of code for a gas vehicle, whereas an electric vehicle, I think, is about 4 to 5 million lines of code. So, these traditionally physical, behemoths of machines are becoming much more digital. And so for us over the next, 6 to 10 years, that allows us so many opportunities to really integrate, our products within those particular vehicles, capture that data and allow customers to own that data kind of within the Web3 ecosphere and leverage that data for whatever they want to do. And so I think, that's kind of where we're looking to go over the next few years is try to create more ways for customers to own kind of their relationship with their vehicle, the data that comes from their vehicle, the physical vehicle, and also the digital vehicle. And just give them lots of access to different opportunities, different experiences, but also opportunities to really leverage that data and the earning potential from the physical vehicle to the digital vehicle.
I don't usually do this, but I'm going to go ahead and do this just because I keep thinking about it.
Mm-hmm.
What would also be really cool in 5 to 10 years is leveraging the governance side of the NFT or of the blockchain ownership to see your consumers having a hand in how you build a vehicle.
Yeah.
Right. Taking Keith's previous job, right, and then actually like offboarding that directly to the users in a sense on certain things, right? So like you go into your boss and you say, I think we should put 22-inch wheels. Here's all the traditional data I show you to prove my point. But oh, by the way, everybody that owns our vehicle NFTs, they voted 99% that they want bigger wheels on these vehicles.
Yeah.
Right. And the only way they were able to do that is because they now own an NFT that gives them those governance rights and it's snapshotted on the blockchain and it can't be changed.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right?
Yeah, we could do that. Right. We could do that. It's easy to, do that type of research. They're doing that type of research now, but we can certainly integrate that research into the blockchain and leverage it as a tool for design and engineering purposes. We can certainly do that.
Yeah. And, look, I think a lot of the easy counter argument would be here. I could just send a survey. Right. Yeah. But let me retort that argument that no one made, but I know they will, and say, how much ownership do you have over a survey?
Right.
When I get a survey, I either tell them no, or I'm like, click, 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 done. But when you've got that asset that's provided value over time, that feels like you're forming a bond and you've had unique experiences with it, when they come out and say, hey, community, Discord, hopefully it's not in Discord, maybe they'll build something better by then, but that I want to interact with you and we are considering these 5 features on our next vehicle. Which ones do you put and what priority? I think there's just a more sincere sincerity about the answers you're going to get from an NFT owner that had done that. So that would be really cool to see, and hope that we do get to see that.
Yeah, together. Absolutely. I mean, it brings the customers closer to the process, and that's always been a good thing from my experience. I mean, it brings them closer to the process. It makes them feel, to your point, that they have more ownership in the process and the product. And you always want to have that customer feedback, right, to help drive some of those assumptions, because we can get in our head thinking that we know everything in this space, right? But we don't, right? And at the end of the day, customers are going to buy it, so we certainly want to get that feedback.